Hi guys, this is Naeem.
My name is Alina, and together we are the co-founders of Digitalina. And today we're going to be talking about whether using a promotional offer is right for your brand. Should you be doing it? It's something that our clients ask us about all the time.
Yeah.
Now, before we dig into this and the psychology around it a bit more with Naeem, let's talk about what a promotional offer is. So this is essentially an incentive or some deal that you give someone off of your service in order to get their contact information, in order to get their email, phone number, and name. So you want to build your email database, but at the same time, you're giving some sort of incentive or offer for them to opt in. Now then, Naeem, what is the psychology behind this and why do promotional offers work?
This is actually deeply rooted into human beings. We have this thing where we want to give as soon as we get, and it's called the concept of reciprocity, right? And you've noticed this in your regular life all the time. Every time someone does something for you or gives you something, there's sort of a debt that you have to pay back, whether it's formal or informal. And this has been used, for example, there's a story about the Hare Krishnas all over the US airports where instead of just asking for a donation, they walk around with a bunch of flowers and they just hand you a flower. And as soon as you take it, the next thing they ask for is donations. And their donations have skyrocketed as soon as they started implementing that versus just straight up asking for a donation.
I actually want to give an example too, because this was, I think, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I was invited to go and get a free facial, okay, at this expensive organic place, okay. So I went, get my freebie facial, but right at the end, what did I feel? I felt indebted somehow. They've given me this amazing service. I went around the store, I bought myself this nice handcrafted soap, I ended up buying this nice night cream, and then she gave me a sample of something extra as well.
Yeah.
So I ended up still spending, maybe not as much as I would have spent initially with the facial, but I bought these products and I felt indebted to give something back.
Yeah, it's the same reason across shopping malls you see people holding out trays of cookies and muffins and ice cream. It works. If it didn't work, they'd stop doing it by now, you think, right? Yeah.
So, guys, a promotional offer, like he said, really does help our clients when they do it. They bring someone in with some sort of deal, and when that person's there, they usually get upsold into buying other treatments or services as well and becoming a lifetime customer.
Yeah.
But there's still certain blocks and questions that our clients will ask us as well.
Yeah.
And the first one is, well, is this hurting my brand if I am discounting?
Absolutely not. I don't think there's any truth to that at all. In fact, if you look at it, the first ever coupon in history was by Coca-Cola. And I don't need to tell you how Coca-Cola is doing, right? And the second thing is that these offers become a decision-making aid for your customer. So all things being equal between you and your competitors, your customers are looking for a way to justify the purchase to themselves and also to their friends and to their family, right? If they are looking at 2 brochures or 2 services or 2 products and everything kind of looks the same, they're confused. If your offer sounds a bit more intriguing and interesting and it just gives them the extra nudge to make the purchase, guess what they're going to do? That's how they're going to tell their family and their friends and themselves, like, well, I decided to do XYZ because I got a great deal on it. So in the short term, you give up a bit of a revenue and you think that you're getting a customer based on the offer. But at the end of the day, if you can keep them for a lifetime value, I think you're the one who's winning.
Yeah, I think it really helps with that decision-making fatigue that people have when there's a lot of choices around them.
Yeah.
It's just easy for you to rationalize and
Correct.
do it. So I love that.
Exactly.
Now, what about the other misconception perhaps that's out there, which is talking about you will only get freebie hunters or people looking for deals. You're not going to attract the right type of, let's say, wealthier or more affluent type of customer. What do you say to that?
Well, those are feelings. They're not facts.
Okay.
If you want to look at facts, so there's a coupon council in the United States. You can check them out, couponcouncil.org. And they've released stats of who actually ends up using coupons. And you'd think it's typically old grannies are using it. Not true at all. Every age range from 18 to 24, 25 to 31, people are using coupons in excess of 70, 80, and 90%, all across age groups. And secondly, even across income groups. So for example, people making over $100,000 a year, 80% of them are actually using some form of coupons or offers or deals as well.
That's crazy.
That's
and
interesting,
I
right?
think even in my own life,
personal lives, yeah.
I can actually attest to this. We have some friends or people in our circle who are very, very wealthy, and they are actually the ones who hunt the deals the most. It's very interesting.
It's like a game to them.
It's like a game for them. They love looking for coupons and deals, and they love telling me about it as well. So in my life, I've seen it across the board, and hey, it's probably why they are wealthy.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to always look for the deal everywhere they go. But yeah, I can definitely attest to what you're saying there too.
Yeah.
So, okay, so my final question when we wrap this up too is, how often should you be using these deals though? I mean, because you don't want to be, let's say, a brand that's only discount across the board, and I get that. So how do you strategically use promotional offers though in the right sort of balance?
Right. So the first thing, you as a customer have noticed that it's hard to get a deal if you're already an existing customer of a certain service or a product, and they're more aimed towards new customers. So that should be the strategy. Your offers are to attract new people into your funnel, into your customer base, and then you can have loyalty programs to keep your existing customers happy and give them separate kind of deals. But you should always be having how often do you want new customers? Always. How often should you run offers? Always.
We have been, so there's certain clients we've worked with for years, and they haven't taken a single break with offers. It has done nothing to harm their brand. In fact, they're growing their customer base, they're getting more referrals, they have more lifetime customers who stick with them, right? So, for example, if someone gives up about 250 dirhams, let's say, in initial revenue, that client that I'm thinking of right now has now made, let's say, per person, 10,000 or 20,000 dirhams off of that person who initially came in with that little bit of a discount in the beginning.
Yeah. And the tip is that to study the economics of your business, right? Understand the revenue you'll make over a customer over their lifetime.
Yeah.
How long will they be your customers? 1 year, 5 year, 10 years? Calculate that revenue and understand how much you're willing to give up upfront to get that in the long run.
I think it's just about understanding or thinking about it in the long term versus the short term and thinking, oh my God, I'm going to lose some money over here. If you think like that, you're not going to win. But if you think more long term and strategically about how to keep that person for years, then I think promotional offers are right for you.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions for Naeem or myself, please drop them in the comments below. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're going to see you next time with more tips. Take care. Bye.